Let's go level up, buddy. Click. Vermin strikes deal 1 extra damage for each stack of berserk. So that's an opening spike. Let's get you that stamina up. And you get to give people an extra stamina. It's all coming together. So we just finished getting the 2 stamina for you, so now I need to actually pick what our next route is going to be with you. The effects lasting an extra turn is good. Recovering 3 from bleeding enemies. Bonus damage against bleeding enemies is a damage ramp. I guess it's, well, it's a damage step. It doesn't ramp up. The bleeding ramps up in damage. Rally heals everyone a little bit. That's okay, it's a little low priority. I think lasting an extra turn and dealing more damage are probably the priorities. I might go towards lasting an extra turn just because it has, like, a direct bit of utility to make sure it goes though. Oh, and I can reach it right now because I have 2 points as her. So that's good. And we're gonna extra special double check real quick that everyone is in fact using their best weapon. And I haven't goofed them. There's not that many opportunities for new weapons. But I've been hurt. Just upset about the fact that I previously just didn't notice Gwen had a better weapon until I got a better weapon and then switched to that one. Whoops. It was not my proudest moment. The gang's back together! Yay! And I've got a little metal devil's tail. And no eye. Well, one eye. Now we're actually leaving for real. Thanks for waiting out here this whole time. Where to today, mouse gang? There's only one mouse. All aboard! It's time to kill a god. Alright, so back at town I've got at least 2 things to turn in. There's also maybe nowhere else to go. What even happens if I go back to Cranbale? Should I go get angry at them for betraying us? Aye. Oh, sorry. I'm not looking for trouble. Neither are we. Oh. Great. Wait, mole wizard? You're carrying a fire starter, right? A fire starter? Oh, right, my wand. Yeah, can I see it, please? Sure thing, just a sec. Whoa, that's cool. You did some modding work, right? Loosen the spark wheel, maybe widen the wick. You got it. You got a good eye for technology. Oh, thanks. You too. But you know, there's a way to push it further. You ever heard of a naphtha? Naphtha, it's a fuel, right? Is it napalm or something? Not just any fuel. It's the mythical shrew fire. Centuries ago, the Golden Laurel Empire's navy used it to decimate enemy ships. A terrifying and volatile material. It creates a fire that even the gods fear. Yep, that's the stuff. Super cool, right? Like, a fire that can burn even water itself? I can hardly imagine. Yeah, okay, I see where this is going. Huh? It's a sales pitch. How much for 1 bucket of this magical fuel, Mr. Lizard? Oh, it's frack. Because it's an oil, get it? Because it's like an oil name, or natural gas, I guess. Anyway, and it's not magic, it's science. And I wasn't looking to make some seeds, but we could talk about a trade instead. A trade for what? Technology for technology. Give me something rare, something unique, something I've never seen before. I've got piles of unique tech in my den in Cranbale. It's just around the corner. It wouldn't take a moment to go grab something. You remember that you're banished, right? Mammy's not going to welcome you home with hugs and kisses. I know, but if Gwen has the courage to return to her home, then so do I. Ah, if you say so. Okay, frack. We'll go fetch some gadget and you'll give us the magical juice. It's not magic. Or juice. Spare me the techie talk. We'll be back soon. He's so relentless with the dumb, edgy nonsense. You said the tech's in Cranbale, right? I'll just wait right here. New places are scary. Yeah, you don't want to come through here. You might get eaten by a cat. What's wrong? I'm having second thoughts. What if Mammy sees me? If she gives you any lip, I'll dish out twice as much back. No, it's not like that. It's... she's family. I know I should make up with her. That's what I'm supposed to do, right? But I don't know if I'm ready to have that conversation. To... well... Siobhan? I don't know the details of your childhood, but I know this. You don't owe your mother forgiveness. You don't even owe her a conversation. If you don't want to see your mother, then you don't give her a second of your time. Really? That seems so cruel. Not at all. If she can't respect you for who you are, then she doesn't deserve you. I don't know if I can see it that way, but I'll do my best. Gwen and me will keep watch outside. Mole settlements are a wee bit small for us anyhow. Great. We're all set then. We're dealing with the found family versus, like, at-home family dynamic. Which is not that surprising, given the queerness that's coming up throughout the game in general, but, like, there's a lot of people who are estranged from their family for not accepting them who they are. And there's this weird guilt, like, you need to fix that somehow, like, something, like, you're supposed to do something about that, when it's not your fault that they're behaving that way in the first place. Coming to terms with the idea that you don't owe them your future. Cranbale. The thingy we want is in your little treasure trove, right? Right. I'll lead the way. Oh, she booked it. Onwards then. Tiger's eased off since you gave him a thrashing. Gotten real peaceful around here. Almost like you were right or something. Try to stay out of mischief. The village has seen enough adventure. That's what you sound like. I'm very mature. I beat the fella day. Well, Siobhan and I did. Turns out his weakness was being set on fire. Ah! Fire! That's right, is it? Maybe you'll be a fine warrior yet. But the warrior's path is a perilous one, so be on your guard, lad. Smells like warm and nettle stew. Hearty mole cuisine. I'm not going in. That would be bad for everyone. Well, I had to check. Bum 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 bum. You been to Miarda, have you? Up you spat in the king's face. I'm not sure if everyone really does care about the authority that the leaders do. Tiger's eased off, but Mam still won't let me play. The gods will smite you, she says. Hi, Auntie. Hello, Siobhan. Say no more. You're as easy to read as a children's picture book. Don't worry, I won't tell your mother that you came through. Thank you, Auntie. You're the best. Uh-huh. Butterflies carry all sorts of news. Some say that a mouse and a mole were instrumental in a coup at the Sky Garden. Nothing to do with me. Uh-huh. Back in my old den. Nostalgic, right? You could say that. I used to come in here and tinker with something whenever Mammy and me would argue. By the time you arrived, I knew the ins and outs of all kinds of godly things. Oh, right. Almost forgot why we came here. This won't take a second. Siobhan found a digitized pet. You can add it to your trinkets. That's gotta be huge. It's not as big as the Game Boy, but it's pretty big. All done. Huh? That's all? Yep, let's go. Don't you want to know that I fixed the game? Oh well. Are we gonna get caught on the way out? Waiting out here. Lady Siobhan. Blade Master Nemain. I remember you. The Hedge Knight. You don't need to say anything. We're banished, I know. We were just leaving. Let's go, Siobhan. Wait. Siobhan. Lady Gilda misses you dearly. She wants to see you. She does? I don't want to see her. Maybe I will someday, but not today. You can tell her that. You've grown a lot since the last time I saw you. But you're still Lady Gilda's daughter. You have obligations. Familial duties. This is fucked. You don't get to disown somebody and then also act like they have a debt to the family. You don't get to just throw all that away because it makes you uncomfortable. I said no. You heard them. We're going. This is ridiculous. What kind of girl refuses to see her own mother? Must I really drag you to the throne room by the tail? I'm not a girl, Nemain. No longer. I'm not a plaything to be dragged. You can reject the labels, but at the end of the day, we are both bound to our rules. You are the lady's daughter, and I am the lady's ward. This is the way of society. Grow up and accept it. Need a paw? No. This is my fight. Is Siobhan supposed to be non-binary? It stood out to me that she said, I'm a girl no longer, which would not normally stand out because it could mean age, like I've grown into my own, or I'm not a child anymore. But Vern just said they, and it was already made a point to say that Siobhan is now wearing the hat to mimic an organization of old that only admitted men. But Siobhan's never been referred to as he. I'm just wondering. You think yourself a warrior? I know myself a warrior. I'll be the judge of that. I'm gonna get too strong. Not attacking? Then I'll just come to you. How high can this go? Eh. If you don't know your place, then I must teach you. Let's see how high 5 goes compared to 80 health. Not as high as you'd hope. Uh-oh. You're wide open. Yeah, I'd have a lot of healing available at some point. But for now... Ow. I think I can take one more. I choose my place. It's not for you, or Mammy, or the gods to decide. Saying it does not make it so. You're wide open. I have not equipped her to fight alone. In fact, I literally just made her weaker to some extent to rebalance where I was putting my power. So having her solo is a little dangerous. Come on, then. That's enough. Ow. Siobhan. I can hardly believe how much you've changed. You've really grown up. I'll take my leave, and you two can take yours. Are you going to tell Mammy I was here? I'll tell her you're thriving. Nothing more. That's the truth, after all, and I'm glad for it. Lady or warrior, girl, boy, or neither. Okay, then that definitely means that that's what they're going for. Your father would have been proud of you, Siobhan. Nice fighting. You alright? Never been better. I'll see you outside, Sir Verm. We've got to meet Frack. Right. Ba-doop-ba-doop. One of the pitfalls of Let's Play sometimes is that you can not pick up on things that are happening with gender sometimes if it's not actually spelled out at any point, and then some people get really mad at you if you didn't pick up on it correctly, like maybe disproportionately mad, and I'm like, man, come on. The video game character never, like, the video game character can't hear me and therefore can't ever correct me, so it's not like it's disrespectful when I continue to make the mistake having not received any feedback because the video game doesn't hear me and doesn't tell me that I'm messing it up the way that a real person would. Sometimes the response is a little disproportional, where I'm like, all right, well, like I just said, like I don't know I'm making the mistake. I don't know if that's true for everyone, but somebody saying they is relatively subtle for me. Oh. This all brings back some strange memories. Nostalgic, right? I don't know if I would say nostalgic. I'm smelling something. Titan fur and indignation. We're not alone. Yeah, that'll be Tyker, the Felidae. He's probably watching us right now. There's a Felidae? In this room? I've continued to not double-check the pronunciation on that word. Felidae? Relax. He won't dare try anything. Come out, tiger. I would like to talk to the mouse. Alone. Not a chance. Take another step and the four of us will skin you alive. Nah, it's fine. Go. Really? You sure? Kitty cat here won't try anything. If you say so. Shout if you need anything. So, what's up? I caught wind of your quest, mouse. Oh yeah? I had no fellow they cared about rodent matters. This is bigger than Rodentia. A mouse attacking a Felidae is an absurdity, but a mouse seeking to kill a god? That violates the laws of the old way itself. I had no Felidae cared about the old way either. Every animal follows the old way. The laws are writ in blood and bone. You think they can be discarded so easily? Tossed aside because your whims demand it? Absurdity of absurdities. There is but one truth, and it is this. We are all bound by our nature. Won't try anything, huh? It occurs to me that the gender stuff might have also been implied by... Oh, look at that tail go. By Siobhan saying things along the lines of, I don't feel like a lady, or I think Verm said, she's not a lady. But I thought that was her rejecting royalty this entire time. She was rejecting her station because she wanted to adventure. Which is, because like, cis women say that all the time in fantasy stories. That they aren't a lady or don't want to be a lady and so on. And it doesn't mean that they are rejecting being cis, but that might have been that implication? I don't know. Ba-doop-ba-doop. I didn't start picking up on the suggestion of some of the stuff until the word tuck was used a few hours in. And then I eventually realized, because I saw the developer's account, that the developer's Twitter account says any pronouns. So I'm like, okay. I might be missing something here. Evade upcoming attacks. That's good to have. If nature stands in my way, then I will slay nature itself. Absurd. Well, you didn't do shit for damage. I have bad news for you. Oh my god! What will you do once you have conquered nature? Reign as the god mouse king of nothingness? Wretched thing, you disgust me. Oh my god! That's a lot more than 5 damage. There must be like some kind of threshold-based damage system where like it's like subtracting a flat number, so increasing your damage stat doesn't seem to increase your damage linearly but exponentially, because getting a few more points of damage suddenly jumps you from 5 to way higher. Granted, we don't know how much armor enemies have at various parts of the story, but like ironically an exponential increase of damage could be caused by a linear increase in damage, which is that if there is a flat damage reduction caused by armor, then for example, if you have just enough attack to do 1 damage, then increasing your attack slightly will double it to 2 damage. And then, so if you increase your, and then like if you've increased your attack by 5, for example, suddenly you're doing 6 times as much damage instead of the normal idea of like, 6 more damage doesn't sound that bad, but compared to 1, it could be 6 times. And it's like, depending on how close you were to the damage threshold or cut off, or however defense is calculated, then those bits of extra attack could actually like massively increase your damage. But it could just be that that character is just inherently unarmored. Either way, I think I just did, I think I did, was it 16 per hit? So was that 64 damage in 1 attack? So that cat, I think that cat has less health than several, like, smaller characters I've fought since then. Sir Verm. Are you okay? Yeah, of course. What was all that about? Nothing important. Let's get out of here. I kind of feel bad. Was there supposed to be more dialogue? Was I supposed to not win that fight instantly? Uh-oh. I just figured I'd continue to trace back to the origins of the level and see if there's any stuff or— oh! Cat collar. Huh. Wonder who this belongs to. There we go. I didn't even think that through. I kind of came here on a whim just because I was like, I haven't been to her home for a while. I wonder if there's any follow-up. And then accidentally stumbled into this whole quest line for increasing her power that also deals with her backstory in a really good way. Like, this is a really neat little sub-story that developed Siobhan a lot. I keep accidentally pronouncing Siobhan with a B, which is probably because there is a B in the way it's spelled. Like, I worry that my pronunciation may have, like, because I only checked at the beginning, I keep worrying that maybe my pronunciation has, like, wandered off, and I, like, forgot what it originally was pronounced like, because once again, what would correct me? Take a look, Frack. Whoa! That is the coolest thing I've ever seen. There's a little guy in there. Yes, there is. I'm true to my word. Pass me your wand and I'll fill it up with naphtha. Naphtha D's nuts. Is it napalm or something? It doesn't seem that different to me. You gotta hold the trigger down, really pump it full of that magic juice. Ugh! Why were you standing near that? Oh, shit. Hellfire. Unexpected? Oh, there we go. Modified for potential. The zap one. So we can get rid of the zap one. Oh, wait, no. No, the zap one's still stronger. Okay, so, okay. I guess I inherently thought we'd get a new weapon for Siobhan, but instead we got just a new skill. I don't think her attack even went up. Their attack went up. I'm a wreck. I'm sorry. I don't think that their attack went up. It's just that new move, which I can't look at. Ironically, there is a skills screen, but it doesn't contain skills. It's their skill. It's their talent trees are in here, but they can't. You can't look for. Hey, I made it. 6 stamina. Oh right, I just got this stamina, so I was working my way towards that stamina. That's what I was doing for them. Alright. I'm loving this little guy. Thanks. Good luck out there. Well, now it's time to scour every map. This came in useful after all, 100 years ago. Alright, we're definitely revisiting every map now, just in case. Anything hidden back here? Dun 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 dun. All aboard? Keep your paws inside the basket old times. Now I get to wonder if Siobhan might be the, like, author insert. Which doesn't always exist, but can. Carriage yard. Haven't been here for a while. Don't have much reason to think anything would be here, but we weren't expecting a random lizard to show up, so... Room's full of surprises. These bonus areas are small enough that you can just pop in and take a look around just to be sure. I love that going back home. Maybe at some point it might have been gestured at, but at least at the moment, nothing told me to go there. And so I just went and did it myself. And it was a whole storyline that was meaningful to Siobhan. And that was all really cool. Standing up for themselves. It's an important note, because yeah, like you don't... This is a dynamic that parents can have with queer kids and so on. It's just like this entitlement to their life. Where you disrespect somebody and send them off and disown them, but you also act like it's up to that, like they still need to be in your life and need to be accessible and available despite what you've done. And a lot of people struggle with that. Can I jump across this gap again? The big rock is sleeping. This rock is snoring. Don't try to nap here. Don't make me bite. I'm trying to nap here. Don't make me bite you again. I don't know if anything else is going to happen here. Nope. We've got that one funny box type painting where there's just a bunch of lines and then certain ones are colored in the 3 primary colors. My primary memory was just yelling at Bird in the middle of an escape room being like, Bird, Bird, who did this painting? Who did this kind of painting? Who did it? Who did it? I know you know. And then he did, of course. As he always does. And then he makes a whole effort. Why would you think that I would know everything about every piece of art? Of course, and then of course he knows it. Da 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 da. I don't think I had anything pointing me... Let's see, so we were... Right, Vinium is the... Oh yeah, Vinium's where we want to go. Where the collar goes. Then I have stuff to take back to Miarda, but... I was kind of sort of murdered last time I went there, so I don't know how that'll work out for me. What do you want, mouse? I'm just wondering. I found your collar. I don't recall asking for it. Well, here you go. This is clearly not my collar. It reeks of an unearned sense of pride, and the size is far too big for me. I don't know what you were thinking, Verm. This is obviously Tiger's collar. Tiger? That moron of a tabby from the north? The image of that buffoon moping over his lost collar. Well, Mouse, if you were trying to inspire nostalgia in me, then you failed. But you succeeded in entertaining me. I ought to give you something for your troubles. Here, take the bell from the collar. Perhaps you have a use for it. Stay safe, travelers. We do with the bell. Jingle, jingle, grants a bonus turn. Whoa. You'd probably want that. The question is, do you have to use it, or does it automatically grant a bonus turn? I assume it automatically does, because otherwise you'd have to use it, and that would use up your turn, and it'd be pointless. It's probably cool as shit. Alright. Trying to remember anything else. I guess trinkets are like your quest log in a way. I was about to say there's no quest log in this game, but this is kind of like a quest log. We have 2 of these to turn and that all in Miarda. But we're having some difficulties getting our protagonist into Miarda. So that's been happening. Unlocks Gwen's ball and chain, that's useless. 1 careful previous owner, house key. What was that for? They never took the collar, but they were amused by that. So I have 3 keys. I don't remember what 2 of them are for. I think one of them I don't know what it's for. One we do know what it's for. It's the one that was supposed to open Gwen's lock, but that didn't matter. So I believe then we have, as far as our LGBT cast goes, we have a non-binary character, we have a gay character, and we have a maybe pan character. Sky Garden. I don't think there's anything loose-endy over there. Besides just going back and saying hi to the boyfriend. I went to both of the bonus places, right? Yeah, there's nobody at Whitehall. So I guess it's time to go back here then. And trying to get murdered this time. Minor issues. Yeah, at this point, I am uninterested in interrogating the difference between pansexual and bisexual. That conversation seems to be a mess. just an absolute mess when people ever try to dictate the difference between those, and ultimately I'm just like, all right, whichever one you use, that's fine. No one's gonna stop us this time? I've seen a fair number of Twitter arguments that devolve into like, it's like, I use this title because the people that use the other title are transphobic. And they're like, we're not transphobic. The people that use your title are transphobic. And I'm like, okay. Maybe at some point you just accept people just saying the explanation instead of the term and just let the term slide and not obsess too much over it. It also might be that it's people that are functionally interested in the same genders, which is all of them, but just experience attraction differently. But I don't even know if that's true or not, or if I'm just spitballing. Because asexuality can be simultaneously straight or gay, because asexual people have sex. And there's just a whole spectrum of stuff there to go into. Not all asexuals, it's just that there's sex-repulsed asexuals, and then there's several other kinds of asexuals. Turns out that almost all LGBT terms are more of a conversation starter than finisher, because you can't fully summarize people just by the term itself. It just don't work. Can I talk to him? There we go. Here's your chocolate. Wonderful. Moment, if you please. I forgot about this. How long have I had chocolate? Vi is making a mound of cookie dough into the shape of a paw. While it bakes, he begins preparing a salad. Chopped cucumber, tomatoes, onions, fresh olive oil. Oh, right, I forgot this is upsetting. I forgot how upsetting this is. Now he's combining the two? He stuffed the salad into the cookie paw. This is madness. It's illegal. The highest of blasphemies. You try to intervene, but Vi pushes you away. His vision cannot be stopped. Voila! The King's Paw. You received the King's Paw. Conception of the food is incredibly off-putting, but when you take a nibble, you are hit with an enticing blend of flavors. Warm dough, smooth, bittersweet chocolate, delicately crunchy salad leaves. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's good for a rat palate. This is potentially the greatest dish ever created. Yes, you know it in your heart of hearts. This is the pinnacle of gourmet cuisine. No meal will ever surpass this. Food is over. It's done. And with that, our food journey is complete. I gained a greater appreciation for gourmet cuisine, my friend. You know what? I think I did. Thanks, chef. I'm behind the tail. That's a little upsetting. It's like a fucked up, like, infinity gauntlet. The food of dreams. Rick heals 50 health and 3 thingies, staminas. Okay. Well, whoever still has a regular healing item, that's definitely a direct replacement. That one grants a bonus turn. This one does 2 and 20. And you're the one that can really use a lot of this stuff, potentially, a lot of the time. And has more health. You can have the infinity gauntlet of my nightmares. You can upgrade to this 20 that also recovers too. Man, we are stacked. I think the combination of consumables and what you can do if you spec your characters well might make you so powerful that the game might need to be harder a little bit. But I don't know. Is this yellow god thing for real? Sounds like ghosts in Musswolf territory. I have my doubts, just saying. Bree's been campaigning a lot lately. I support the cause, but he should be careful. The guard only tolerates so much, you know. Bree is becoming some kind of activist. Nobody else comes up here, it's just me. This is Verm-only territory. Let me through the door! Oh, that's the key. The mystery key.
Hey! Where'd you get that key?
Yay! The mystery wand. You know better than to play around with this thing. I got the wand! Right, now I do have an upgrade. 24 for the most powerful of spells, plus 10. That might be the final weapon for each character is the plus 10 one? In which case, we define you a new musical instrument. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, 3 of these characters have plus 10s and one of them doesn't. Gwen even, like, named this one? Granted, this character doesn't need attack, so... hopefully... oh, maybe it'll give us stamina. That'd be good. I'm hoping that Bruce's final weapon gives him stamina or something, or some special effect, because he doesn't usually attack directly, so plus 10 would be kind of disappointing. There's even one behind that door. Or at least there was. Look at you, you little completionist. You don't leave any pebble unturned, do you? I don't remember exactly where that key came from. If somebody mentioned where it came from, I'd probably remember it. Like, I doubt I've, like, forgotten the occasion, but I don't remember it. Yeah, and there's the A-Gab. Just like that ability that we have, A-Gab. Already talked to this thing about Leo. This guy always just complains about his kids. Like my wife. 90s comedy. Hey. Is it really okay for us to be wandering around like this? Psh, it's fine. Everyone thinks you're dead, for one thing. Ghost by name, ghost by reputation. I guess that's true. I doubt even the palace guards would recognize me. Right, the palace. I better get moving. Plague Master Akila will be waiting for me. Good luck, Siobhan. Aye. Meet us in the Twisted Tail when you're done. Okay. You doubt even the guard would recognize you? A small, like, vagabond mouse with a absurdly large blade and a cape. You don't look different, you just have an eye plucked out. Like, it's not... I guess just the idea they don't expect it to be you, but still. I feel like people are still recognizable. You know, I've never been to Miarda before. Is this all there is to it? Dinky houses and sad-looking people? Pretty much. Hey, Verm, don't be rude. Show Gwen around. I'm not a tour guide. Besides, I don't even live here. Ah, Verm, so humble. You're practically a local. Just take her to the city center and go from there. Do it yourself, nerd. Psh, I've got errands to run. I'll meet you at the Twisted Tails in a couple hours. Go have fun. I need to find your instrument upgrade. What was that all about? You don't see what he's trying to do? Oh, sheesh. You're both as thick as mud. Forget it. Come on. Let's go see the city center. He's trying to hook us up. He's trying to matchmake. Okay, I forgot about the Daily Tale. Yelling gods above it. Here I am, stuck in the middle again. Big rent. There's A-Gab again. Thanks for your patronage. I've saved up enough for uni. Time to become a lore master. Aww. They're just dealing through... Oh! Okay. That was startling. Commit no nuisance. Is that repeatable? What was that? I don't... I don't know how I did that. That was wild. It scared me a little bit. Oh. Oh. Love a good glitch. Last time I had a big one was when I got an infinite falling loop in the Ada Wong campaign of Resident Evil 4. That was wild. I just walked straight through a wall and just fell forever.
You, my apprentice, where have you been?
I was busy, and Skyguard's not exactly around the corner.
True enough. Pardon my impatience. Time has become my enemy. The guard grows suspicious of my dealings. Did you meet Matilda?
Yeah.
Wonderful. I can see from here that the fabric's now a beautiful, vibrant red. How did she rate it?
A+. She really laid on the praise.
Excellent. That Connor truly is a master weaver. Here's your paycheck, as promised. Whoa! Your final task, my apprentice, is to take this fabric to Vinium. A fine seamstress there by the name of Penelope owes me a favor. Ask her to fashion the fabric into whatever garment she seems fit.
A seamstress in Vinium, huh? Okay. I'll be back soon.
Then I guess I'll just go do exactly that.
Stay on task so we don't lose track of what we're doing.
I walked right out of the map. I guess I should send that to the developer. They tweeted even today that they...
And where do you think you're running off to? No! It's so hard to do these quests. I'm so restricted. I assume that the fishing game is over? Cancelled. It went woke. I did get everything, right? Oh, dump got a refill. Time to play this game again. I have to remember what the controls are because I'm now playing on a controller instead of keyboard and mouse. I've been using a controller for most of the playthrough. It's just nicer. But moments like this, it doesn't work. Because like I said before, at the beginning of the game, it wasn't detecting my controller, so it wouldn't input correctly. And given that it still says hold Z and whatnot, I assume it still hasn't detected it correctly. I'm using a joy to key thing to play it. Which I installed just to play Flash games. Because there's some Flash games out there that are kind of neat, but they expect you to be able to platform and do like Metroidvania gameplay with a controller. I mean, with keyboard and mouse. Not even mouse, just keyboard. Like, it's always like arrow keys and Z, X, C, V. And that control scheme is agony. I'm already not amazing at platformers. Wow, I nailed it. I'm already not amazing at platformers when I use controller, but it's way worse when I'm not using controller. So I had a breaking point with a particular Flash game where I'm like, okay, no. I'm gonna figure out how to do this with the controller. And I did the whole joy to key setup, and that has come in handy a few times since, just for anytime controller just seems to not quite work correctly, but I would like to be able to do this. Also nice I don't have to be in, like, keyboard user posture the entire time. I can sit like a weird jackass the entire playthrough and no one can stop me. No one can stop me. No one can stop me. Oh, there's the 3000 Seas guy. Bye, Sarah. Beef prices are up. Corn and beans, too. It's rough, but I got my bills of my own to pay.
Stay stylish.
King James is single, right? He's kind of gross, but like, for a billion seeds. Say you came from overseas? You say you came from overseas? That's right. The place called Mamlakat. Al Mamlakat Al Far by the Mangrove Sea. Miarda is a good city. A great city, perhaps, but it is not my home. Here, I always stand out in my dishdasha and gutra. The guard have questions for me. Little mice cross the street to avoid me. But not you. I didn't do anything. In both cooking and in our actions, it's the small choices that make the difference. If you ever come by Alafar, I will show you around personally. Well, I appreciate that. Thanks. We keep hinting at a distant land. I wonder if that's going to actually be a place we end up going. That weird lady comes in every day. She buys one coffee, then spends the whole day writing. The bloody cheek. I'm writing an RPG. I'm making good progress. Just a few more tasks to do. Come back later. This keeps... Right, this has been an ongoing thing the whole time. I forgot about that. That was what they were doing. Is that the creator of the game, self-insert? I wonder if that's the implication there. Because this is a game that's been in development for all this time, that is an RPG. But also, earlier... Tell nobody. I forgot about this guy. Earlier, Siobhan talked to them, and they knew too much about Siobhan. Like, they hadn't met before, but they knew what Siobhan was up to and what she was supposed to be doing. And like, shouldn't you be going and doing that? And it feels like an implication that they might be the person writing Siobhan's quest. And the story's not over yet, so her mission's not over yet. Whispers are spreading about some god of death coming to Miarda. That figures. Yep, front row of the apocalypse, we know all that. I think nothing else has changed here. You gotta love a supportive mother. Guess we gotta go. Oh yeah, up here will take me to the spider, who will pay for my spider legs, which is a little upsetting. Everyone's saying we're in the end times. I'm too tired for this. I just want to sleep through it. Ten seeds. The freaking... Is the spider smiling? It's too difficult to tell, but they seem thankful for all the food. You wish the spider the best of luck in all their spiderly endeavors. I think I might have killed every avarice spider then. That felt conclusive. And, well, I've used up the ones in my inventory, and now I have 73 seeds. Which is a lot, because there's usually not that many opportunities to spend seeds. In fact, usually they're one-off spots where you can spend them once, and then you can't spend seeds of that character anymore. I think we've been min-maxing a bit. Here, the city center. Cool. So who's that? Well, it's Sir Chad. This is Ratless, the rodent who stole electricity from the gods. Oh, you know your mythology. Bits and pieces, only what my brother taught me. I see. Show me something else. Like what? Use your imagination. Surprise me. Alright, follow me. What does that mean? Uh-oh. Don't think these people have updated. Ratless who stole electricity from the gods. That seems like emerging. Isn't the deity that we're dealing with in Talos Principle the one that stole fire from the gods? That's probably the one that they mean. But I could be mixed up. Also, there's multiple, like, cultures of deity characters that could be all kind of merged together. Loitering's a slippery slope to murder, you dumbass. This is the shipping district. See that pipe? There's a labyrinth behind there. That's where me, Bruce, and Siobhan fought a kraken. That can't be right. Krakens aren't real. Kraken? It's spoken rhyme like a wiggly bard. Ah, I see. This is a prank. Don't pull my leg, dude. It'll come right off. You can accept robot Canidae and armored stoats, but you draw the line at kraken poets. Why would you not accept a armored stoat? You already know stoats exist. Look, I was born in a cage. I was born in a prison with no hope of escape. Not under a rock. I know the difference between musk-wolves and reality. What? No, it's nothing. Where should we go next? How about somewhere where we can't smell the underriver waters? Alright. Some ratty artist wannabe comes by the wharf now and then. He always has a dodgy look. What's he up to? Artist wannabe. Heck. Nothing changed there. That's all the same. Look how long he is. Character scales are all over the place. Alright, I'll just... Oop. The book nook. You want to look at the book nook? It's the book nook. I don't think anyone's dialogue updates here. Does she not come inside? She doesn't. Well, then she doesn't want to be shown that. I could try the palace. That seems like a dangerous choice, but I don't want to go straight to the bar because it might end things. See that? That's the palace. No shit. I can practically smell the ambergris perfume from here. I bet the inside is nothing but gold and marble, wall to wall. Pretty much. Siobhan's somewhere in there right now with the Plague Master. And somewhere else in there is the King, Blade Master Leo. Siobhan told me that you used to look up to Leo. Yeah, when I was a kid. I asked my brother to sing me the Needle Night song over and over. I thought Leo was the perfect hero. I wanted to be just like him. But then you met him in person and the image of that shining knight came crashing down. No, it's not quite right. Leo was everything I expected. More than I expected, really. He's a mouse who absolutely believes in his cause and will fight tooth and claw for it. But what's his cause? Being a sword of the state? For all his pomp and virtue, there's no difference between Leo and the Catchwin of Skygarden. You might be right. This place sucks. Let's go somewhere else, somewhere less snobby. Yep, that's probably the bar. Yeah, he's got to struggle with Leo a bit, because Leo was properly, at least according to his own code, virtuous and also impossibly effective with the sword. And it's upsetting to encounter that kind of person and find yourself wanting. Not only not being able to take him in a fight, but specifically being seen as unworthy, like someone to be disposed of by said person. That's a lot to process to that point.